Hey guys, today I'm going to be trying out 5 new products that I got at the drugstore at my local CVS in one of my recent hauls. It's just to be face stuff, so I already did my eye makeup and my foundation and brows already. So let's get into it. First off, we're going to try out this e.l.f. color correcting stick. It says corrects dark circles. It's like in this corally kind of shade. And it's just basically a jumbo crayon. So I'm going to apply this underneath my eye because I always have dark circles, like something that kind of runs in my family. And I'm being kind of generous just because it's actually really creamy and pigmented, so I wasn't expecting it. Usually with the jumbo crayons I feel like I really have to like smear it on, but that was actually really easy to do. So I'm going to blend that out with my finger. I'm tapping it in. Actually, that's covering quite nicely because I'm going to add the concealer on top, so it is canceling and brightening. It's way brighter than what it was. Let's try this side. Okay, that was actually really creamy and really easy to blend. So I'm excited to test this out a little bit more, but initial thoughts, it's working pretty well. Okay, now I'm going to try the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Light on top of it. It looks like this. And this is what it looks like outside of the packaging. I have not had much luck with e.l.f. concealers at all, but I've seen good reviews on this one, so hopefully it's like a better setup. It's a really wet formula, so I don't know how I'm gonna like this because it looks like it's going to just sheer out, which is what usually happens. It doesn't cover too much and it blends away basically. So let's try this out. Usually for me the thicker concealers work a little bit better. It's actually not blending away. It is really wet. I feel like it's settling into the fine lines under my eyes. So I'm definitely gonna have to set this one. But overall it's working pretty well. I have a blemish right here, so I know it looks like really strange there, but we're going with it. But I feel like it did brighten my eye. I'm gonna let it dry first before I set, just because I want to know. A lot of times it's too much, it's an extra step to set my eyes. So like when I need it to be more glammed, it might work if I set it, but I just want to see what it looks like naturally. So I'm gonna go ahead, I already bronzed my face up a little bit. I'm actually going to a baseball game in a little bit, so I don't need to be full glam. But now I want to try this e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral. Looks like this. And this one scares me because it doesn't look like it's going to show up at all on my face. Okay, so I went a little bit heavy-handed on my brush, but it's because I really don't think it's going to show up. Oh, it is like a really pretty corally shade, very light. But there is a big difference from this to this. It looks really subtle and pretty. I like that. I really thought nothing was going to happen. It was just going to look like a face powder on me. Because even in swatching it, I feel like it blended away. No, I actually do like that. I mean, you got to be a little bit more heavy-handed because I like blush. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I don't know why. No, I think that gives a really subtle, pretty, luminous finish because it definitely has like a light glow. That's pretty. Okay, now that I'm happy with that, we're going to move on to this Wet n Wild MEGAGLO highlighting powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown. There's a darker golden, like rose gold one that I love, but I haven't tried this one yet. So let's see if it's as good as my other one, because the other one's kind of my ride or die that I've been like wearing all the time. So I'm gonna put some down the bridge of my nose. Ooh, it's working the same, just a different shade, and it's really like an in-your-face highlight, which I love. And I'm gonna totally be overdone at the baseball game, but that's okay, because it's gonna be sunny and everyone's gonna be like, dang, her highlight though. So, you know, they can hate all they want to. I'm extra, you know. I'm also gonna apply it to the inner tear ducts. It looks really pretty on the inner tear ducts as well, so all in all, I really, really like this. Now that I let that dry, it's not settling that much into my fine line, so I think I'm pretty okay with this e.l.f. Concealer as it is. I mean, I definitely would set it if I need it to be like super long lasting, but like I said, I don't really need it to be right now for today. So I think that this is a much better e.l.f. formula for concealer for sure. And again, I really like this highlight. So I'm gonna do my bottom mascara and a little shadow down there, and I'll be right back for the lips. Okay, now that I've finished my eyes, we're gonna do the lips. And I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Praline. I'm really interested to see if these liquid lipsticks feel super drying, because they're way more inexpensive than other liquid lipsticks. And I love the Wet n Wild Catsuit lipsticks, so I want to kind of compare it. This is what it looks like out of the packaging. It's kind of hard to see like what the shade really looks like. This is the applicator. It does have that little divot on both sides of the applicator, and that doesn't bother me. I actually like them. So let's see how this glides on. I always get nervous with these. Oh, I like the color. This is going on super smoothly. It doesn't feel drying at all. It's so sharp edged on the tip that it's really easy to like line your lips with it, which I really like. So that's a little bit better than the Doe Foot applicator. It doesn't feel sticky. I know it's still drying down, but it feels really comfortable and creamy right now. So I'm really surprised, because I was either thinking it was gonna be super sticky and then dry down crazy. It's already drying, it's not taking forever. You can see like every crease on my lips though, that's the only thing. But I don't know, I feel like my Kylie ones do that too, and my Wet n Wild ones do. They just don't dry like so harshly, the liquid catsuits. This one's already like matte and dry, but it's still really pretty, so I still like it. I think it's worth the price. Let me check the price for you guys. Let's just check real fast if it smears. Nothing's on my hand whatsoever. So, I mean, it's transfer proof. And I will let you guys know on how long it lasts on my lips, because the liquid catsuits can last between 3 to 4 hours on my lips. So if this lasts longer, then I will let you guys know in the end of this video. I'll just like leave my final thoughts on it. Okay, so I checked the price and it's actually $5, kind of across the board. I know you can get like e.l.f. buy one get one half off all the time, so it'll be $2.50, but it's basically the exact same price as the Wet n Wild liquid catsuits. So the shades, I mean, I know that they have similar shades, so it's up to you. If you don't like the Wet n Wild formula, you might like the e.l.f. formula, or I like both, so you have a little bit more options. They don't have as big of a selection, of course, but I think the shade is really, really pretty. It's like right up my alley, and it feels comfortable. But just to recap everything that we just tried on, I actually like literally everything so far, and I know it's just first impressions, but e.l.f. has been killing it lately with things. So really like the lip. I like both concealers, the color correcting one and the actual highlighting one. Both I like so far. The Wet n Wild highlight, this is actually really pretty. I do prefer the darker rose gold one just because it goes with my skin tone, but if you have pale skin, you'll love this. I mean, anybody can use this one. It's just like a pretty champagne shade, but I just prefer the rose gold shade, but I still will rock it, trust me. I'm dropping everything in front of me. This e.l.f. Coral Blush, I didn't think I would like it at all. It is really subtle and really pretty, and I think if you have really fair skin, this will look amazing, but I think if you have a darker skin tone, it isn't going to show up on you at all. But I almost think that this would be a really amazing like crease color as well, so you can check it out for that because it's pretty inexpensive. This one was only $1, so you know, there's multiple uses for it, but it is really, really pretty. So I'm highlighted it up, and I think that this is a very successful 5 first impressions. Again, I'll keep you guys up to date. I'm going to be filming my favorites of like basically the last 2 months because I didn't do a favorites last month. So I have a couple more days until I'm filming that. So I'm going to play with these a little more, and then I can like really give you my thoughts on them in that video. So I'll let you guys know, and then I will be doing a separate video of disappointments. So stuff that I've used in the last 2 months that I didn't really like. That way I can give you a full review and not just a first impressions, because I'm trying to be better about that. And I know it's more informative that way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.